Welcome to Milers Miles, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is a video of the Nerf N Series Ward. Okay, before I get started into the video review, I'm going to say this. I have a couple new pieces of camera equipment I'm testing. I'll be testing them throughout the next 3 or 4 videos, to get used to them and all that. Your feedback would be appreciated, people. But in any event, let's get into the review. Okay, this is the Nerf N Series Ward. Okay, N Series stands for these new darts. And in all honesty, I'm not impressed. These things are supposed to replace the original N Series, which is the N Strike series, the old 50 cal darts, basically. Now, this blaster here costs $5 on Amazon. This is the entry-level blaster, $5, okay? Which is really not bad. The blaster is definitely worth $5. I've yet to find a blaster that's not worth at least $5. Unless the blaster just doesn't function at all, But anyway, my personal feelings on this series and this line is, one, if it's not broke, you don't fix it, okay? If 50 cal ammo has worked forever and a day, why would you change it? Unless it's for one of two reasons. One, because you're desperate and you want money, at which point it's nothing more than a cash grab at that point. Or option number two, my favorite, option number two. They're doing this because they're trying to lock in all the casual players, okay, to a new type of ammo and all that, which I get. Now, refill ammo is kind of expensive in my opinion. This is a pack of refills. This is the smallest pack that they have. I didn't buy a lot into this series just because I'm not a fan of new ammo or anything like that. This refill pack of 10 measly darts costs $2.50 to touch anything. Okay, which still, it's not the end of the world, but for $2.50, I would have expected at least maybe $15 or $20, not 10. Now, when I ran this blaster with my chronograph, I was getting speeds of about 80 FPS, which is a little higher than the Elite Par. When I tested these darts in accuracy against normal Elite darts, these actually did have better performance. Okay, but all that being said, that's great, you say, but however, Elite darts are like the most shittiest dart out there. I'm not kidding you. You all should know that. We used to call them drunken eagles in the community. One, because they cost as much as the most expensive dart out there, such as a normal pack of Elite darts for like 20 darts is like $5. Okay, but yet you can spend $10 and get 200 AF waffle heads, which are a much better dart. So, what I believe this line to be is I believe it to be a cash grab by Hasbro. I also believe them to lock up the casual players, and stuff like that, and to force them to use a new ammo type and hoping to God that enough people are going to say, "Oh, wow, we like this, we'll stick with it." Well, I'm not going to stick with it. In fact, this will probably be the only N Series blaster you'll ever see on my channel. Just simply because I'm not a fan of new ammo, and I'm definitely not a fan of Hasbro blasters. I mean, it is a cool blaster. This blaster kind of reminds me of the Elite Junior 2.0 Racer, which is a dual-purpose blaster. It has a smart AR system in it, in a way. You fire once, the top barrel fires. And mine is a defect. You see that? My blaster was a defect. I primed them both, and both darts shot out. So this blaster here is not even worth $5, in my opinion. I know people are converting them over to short darts. Again, I see this blaster as a cash grab. I see the entire N Series as a cash grab. I'm not kidding you. I don't understand why they would make this unless it's just to suck money out of people's pockets. I personally won't support this. And in my opinion, $5 was $5, right? And you can't really go wrong with $5. $5 like 2 cups of coffee for me. And I'll be honest with you, it's not worth it. This is not worth investing into this space. Okay, I would much rather stick with the 50 cal ammo. Okay, now I do have a fear about this ammo, and I'm going to say it right now, and maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. Apparently, Nerf is making some more Pro Series blasters. Okay. And you say, that's just great. That's awesome, considering that the Strike-X was just awesome. Well, my fear is, what if they take this ammo, which is a little bit bigger than 50 cal, and they make it for their new Pro Series blasters, such as half-dart versions of these. Okay. Do I see Hasbro doing that? Possibly. Just simply because they're greedy. I know that. You know that. They make subpar blasters compared to everything else nowadays. This isn't even a step in the right direction. This is just them throwing crap to a wall and seeing what sticks and what people will buy. I got news for you. You got $5 from me. You're not getting anything more out of me on this line. I'm just going to pass on the whole line. Just because, one, I'm not a fan of proprietary ammo. Two, this was the cheapest offer at $5, which again is not a terrible price to pay, but you saw mine double shot right on camera. Here, let's try that. Let's try it again. This is a brand new pack, never opened. Opening it right up on camera. It's 2 darts. These darts have a DRM nub on the back, kind of like the Ultra ammo, but regular foam, like Elite darts. Got it pressed all the way in. Same thing with this one. Yeah, this blaster is not the best in the world. It shoots at 80 FPS, which is better than Elite Par of 70, but in my opinion, as I said, this is just a cash grab from Hasbro. Me personally, I would pass on this series, okay? The only people I see picking this one up are like the casual player, such as somebody who's never been to an actual competitive event in their life and plays in the kiddie pool. Then I could definitely see that. But for people like me, people like Dems Mods, and several other competition players, we don't need things like this. We're not going to use things like this. Now anything that shoots above 150 to 200, yeah, we're definitely interested in. This here is designed for 8+, ages 8 and up. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, this blaster here is just a disappointment, just like the rest of the whole series to me. When I saw this new ammo, I immediately got concerned, especially because of that. That's a proprietary ammo. Okay, proprietary ammo is not very good. These are about the length of like the 3/4 darts you would get out of the Chinese blasters. Me personally, I would just pass on the whole line. Y'all can do whatever you want, but I've said my piece on this, okay? The blaster's not the best in the world. The other blasters, they look okay. Some people in the community are trying to make lemons out of lemonade, and they're converting them over to 50 cal ammo, which I understand it can be done, and there's a few people that have already succeeded. But my thing is, why did they change it? What was the purpose behind changing it? Unless it was to stick their hands right in your pocket. And I'll be honest with you, $2.50 for 10 darts, that's kind of ridiculous in my opinion. Considering you can buy 200 AF waffle heads for $10. And yes, they patented these, but I got news for you, ladies and gentlemen. Patents don't mean shit in China. Because while they're making the licensed blasters during the day, they're making the unlicensed copies during the night, and they're copying the dart design. So I will bet you dollars to donuts within a year, we're going to have knockoff N-Series darts. We're also going to have knockoff N-Series blasters. I've seen it with the Hyper Blasters and with the Ultra Blasters. Seriously. Do I see this series as taking off? No, I don't. Do I see people buying a ton of this unless you're a casual player or somebody new and doesn't know any better? I would say no. The ones that are going to spend the money are the little kids. Okay, because they'll see it and they'll be like, "Ooh, let me buy this," until they'll pick it up and it breaks or whatever. You know, it's still in the trash. Hasbro's known for making a lot of disposable blasters recently. This one does at least have screws on it, so maybe you can open it up and do something. I mean, I know people have gotten inside of it and have converted these to short darts already. That's just it. But in any event, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the review on the N Series Ward. And until next time, this is Myler's Mods signing off.